So on top of these, as of right now, unknown in severity, latest plumbing problems with my mom's house. And on top of the mouse, I saw that it could be more in number. I noticed today that it's all lumps underneath my right armpit. And I compare the two, and it's night and day difference. Cancer, I've told you guys this before, cancer runs in our family. One aunt, as you know, several years ago died of pancreatic cancer. The other aunt that I wasn't around, they lived out of state, all those cousins, whatever, but died of brain cancer, okay? Relatively young, both of them. The one that died of pancreatic cancer, one of her daughters, had cancer like 10 years prior, before her mom ever got pancreatic cancer, and, didn't die instantly. It was fought it, had so many bad things, and stints and this, that, or whatever, and lasted, I think, 18 months. Yeah. And then the one who died of brain cancer, not that long ago. Remember when I hadn't seen my cousins in like 20 years or whatever? I told you this. I have videos out. Another young family, she died of a rare form of cancer. She's young. She was the baby. I think she was in her third. She died of a rare form like that. She was dead, her sister told me, within a few months of some rare form of cancer. Even auntie, live auntie, the one, even she has admitted that it scares her how cancer runs in our family. And mental illness runs in our family as well, which means my mind is in a frenzy when it's all lumpy under here, bumpy, like I don't know what it is, but I have never done a self-breast exam in my life. I don't get mammograms. I did get one mammogram when I was in that shelter, and I don't like mammograms because they always have false positives. In my case, the same thing. They made me get checked out immediately after. It's just ridiculous. It's bad enough you have to do it, then you have to do it again, and imaging is not that high quality, and etc. But I remember that they used to say you check your armpits too. You don't just check your breasts if you're a woman. And it's all lumpy and weird. And I don't know what it is, but it's all night and day difference between these two armpits. Whether I have my arm down like that, it's all lumpy and bumpy. If I raise it up, it's hard. So there you have it. New unknown plumbing problems, mouse in the house, and if there's one, there could be more. I talked to Joe today, and he thinks, he instantly, without me saying it, because I suspected it, can't prove it, there could be a correlation between the mouse being in the house, and we've never had a mouse in 12 years, my entire time. Never had a mouse here ever, and suddenly 2.5 months ago, we have all kinds of open and plumbing and all this, and now suddenly there's a mouse in the house, but it could just be coincidence. As for this plumbing, yeah, you could say, like what he said last night, the owner of this plumbing company who came here on an emergency basis, you could say, well, you can't just jump to conclusions. You don't know what this is. You shouldn't blame whoever did that unless you know for sure. You're right. But what I do know for sure is my contractor, refused to give me his name when I wanted his name because of the little careless things that he had done wrong from the beginning, okay, that he did wrong, that were careless. Not that he doesn't know what he was doing. I would give him the benefit of the doubt, but it's careless, okay? But maybe he doesn't. When the careless things came up, the churchwoman doesn't mince words. She doesn't care. She's like, it's plumbing 101. If he couldn't get, that was done wrong, How do we know he did the big stuff right? And that's what I was saying to you all along. I'm like, what confidence or faith do I have in the big stuff? Well, here we go, 2.5 months later, and went to turn on the hot water, and it wouldn't turn on any of the faucets. And then there's loud sounds coming from our wall, and he did reinstall the entire plumbing, okay? So we're dealing with that, and this is going to be stressing my mom out. I'm just trying to deal with it, laugh about it, but I'm not going to laugh about lumps under my armpit when I know those could be an indication of cancer. And even though breast cancer doesn't run in our family, it doesn't have to. Everybody in my family who's gotten cancer, 4 different people, including young people, got a different form of cancer. So, the plumber's late. I called him, like, I don't want to repeat it last time where he didn't show up at all day, and you in the office who handled the calls couldn't give me one answer as to why, what was going on. So he's on his way. I found out at least. I was trying to be, positive, let it get to me about the new plumbing thing. Joe's like, you're probably gonna have to stay in a hotel again. There could be, if there's water gushing inside the wall, like your personal plumber things without actually being here and seeing it, but going by what you're saying on the phone, then you might have to stay in. I was like, I hope we don't have to. I know, Mom. But none of that's gonna matter if I have fucking cancer, Yeah, it's all lumps under there, hard lumps, bumpy lumps, and nothing under this one. So it's night and day different. And yeah, that's a little cause for alarm. So I will keep you guys posted about everything. I told my mom if she wants to kill the mouse, I will not set traps or whatever. My friend, when I was in my 20s, would talk about how he had mice in his house and he would kill them by, it's so inhumane. They get stuck on sticky stuff and they're screaming and they die a horrible death, and you just throw them in the garbage. Then my mom says, how do you know it's not a rat? I don't know if it's not a rat. What's the difference? What's the difference between a mouse and a rat? Can there be a small rat? It's a little bigger than a mouse? I don't know. It could definitely be a rat. I don't know the difference between a mouse and a rat. They're all the same. I had them as pets, I'm not going to kill it. I'll go stay in a hotel for $100 and my mom can kill the mouse or rat or whatever it is. And then she can get rid of it and I won't be a part of it. Gotta go.